Hi, One Best VR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Today is Friday, January 15th. This is a daily NBA show that myself and Mike Brenner, sitting right next to me, do. We both had a winner last night, which puts each of us dead at 50-50.
Right.
Yep, and
That's
one
right.
thing I want to say is that some people didn't realize this. Mike Brenner's playing through injury here. You know, if some of you might have noticed that he was a little bit off, a little bit slow the last few days, this guy's got a friggin' pinched nerve. He's in massive pain. He's on painkillers. But he does. You're like Jimmy Butler over here, right?
That's it,
Guy's
gotta
got a
be.
banged up ankle, comes up, scores 53. Pinched nerve. That fucking hurts, man.
No, it's been 7 weeks, and I'm getting my second treatment tonight. But yeah, my neck back here, it's been a mess, and I have
Thanks
been
for
on some
gutting
meds.
through it.
Yeah, I got to keep plunging through, and just like we're going to plunge through. But
look, if I had a pinched nerve, I'd be sitting here going, "Oh Lord Jesus, I'm in so much pain." I would not be gutting it out like you, and I probably couldn't handicap either.
But listen, kudos to last night. Both of us
Yeah.
had a smart pick. Both teams had big leads early and hung on, and nothing was really ever in jeopardy. So it's nice, and let's see if we can do a little.
Here we are, just a couple of coin flippers, Mike Brenner. 7-7, 3-3, couple of coin flippers. All right, but
tell you what, though, the cream rises to the top, my friend, and we're
I'll tell you
right.
I'll tell you what. Tonight there was one pick I was really liking on the overnights, but it's moved against me. Then there's two picks that I'm going to be betting, but it's like I care more about. I'm way more terrified about going 3-4, or God forbid 3-5, than I am about actually losing a bet tonight. First game let's discuss is Denver, right?
Yeah.
At home against Miami, they beat Golden State outright. They're playing a little bit better, and Miami not in great shape, right?
Yeah.
Dragic is out, right? He's back in
He's
Miami.
out.
They're kind of banged up, a little bit shaky on this road run that they're on. Question is, does Golden State let down here, or they maybe have value again?
You mean Denver?
I'm sorry, right? Denver,
That's
or do they maybe have value as a home dog again? What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you, Gallinari's at the top of his game
Yeah.
right now. He's dangerous. That kid put in 28 the other night, Pete. And you're right. You know, Dragic is not only he's in Miami, didn't make the trip, but Whiteside re-aggravated. He's not a definite. So this team's banged up, and road trip, the legs, everything else. I think that might be a smart play going with Denver. I really like what they're starting to do, but I'm staying off of it.
Right. Well, right now it was 2.5 or 2 on the overnights. Now it's +3. The Greek is hanging 2.5. I actually bet Denver, and I took them at like -2 +164 because I figured that if they come to play, they win.
Okay.
And if they lose, but I'm tempted about maybe making a last-minute switch and giving Denver as a free pick here. But let's move on.
Okay.
Then we also have, of course, we have the Cavs coming off of the cover against the Spurs.
Yeah.
Tough game now on a back-to-back, and they're going up against Houston, who is a bad team ATS, but playing better than they played all year, right?
They're playing better. They're playing better for sure. But again, I got to feel Cleveland's got to be a little bit tired. Then there's that, that factor of just the ego and let's get the edge. And LeBron, he's really playing good ball. But again, that's one I don't touch tonight. I enjoy it as a fan because I want to see if this momentum's going to continue. James Harden made the quote, "We're playing for each other." So that really doesn't tell you that, or it does tell me anyway, that they're not satisfied with this interim coach.
Right.
He's probably on his way out, but. Who knows with that team? They're just up and down, and I'm stepping off of that ride.
Well, that is one of the leans that I'm liking that I actually did bet. I bet the under. It's 204.5 right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. As I sit here right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to give it as a free pick. And then I'll tell you about the one bet that I was going to give on the overnight lines, but now I'm not so sure about it. It's the over in Portland Nets. Right, the Nets are definitely rejuvenated, playing with more energy. Yeah. And Portland, not necessarily a great team ATS right now, but they're definitely going over. And they're definitely scoring, and I took the over at 202. Now, though, I'm seeing 204.5, although I'm seeing 204 at Heritage, which is also not a good sign. It's a lean to the under. I don't know if I want to give that. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I don't, especially on that totals, and that's why you are totals Loshak.
Yeah.
But now that, again, what are the Nets going to continue to do? Maybe find a little rejuvenation and let's get some spark off the bench. Who knows? But Portland, I like the direction that team's going. It's going to take a minute, but I really like the direction they're going, and Lilliard's probably going to have a big night tonight.
Portland 6-2 over-under in their last 8, but again, the total's now 204.5, and Heritage is leaning under with 204. So I don't know. Mike Brenner, do you have any picks for us today?
I do. I have 2 picks tonight, and I'm going to put them out there, with confidence. The Thunder burnt me on the first half twice this year already, but it's been about 4 nights ago. And what I decided to do is I laid back and then I watched their last couple games. They're starting to pick up a little momentum. And I think what it is Donovan's starting to pull his hands off on the defense and quit pressing so much in the early going. All right, this team has always taken off and done well with that. Now, the other night, they were up by 23 against Dallas. Of course, Dallas rested all of their starters, but still, they're starting to pick it up. So tonight, they got Minnesota coming in. Minnesota's not completely healthy.
12-6 ATS on the road, Minnesota.
On the road. Now, how about first halves? That's, again, this is why I'm doing the half.
Right. Okay.
I locked the half in at 5 dimes minus 7.5. So I think OKC keeps the momentum going in the first half tonight against Minnesota. So I like that play, and I like it a lot. And my second play is a team that we both got bit in the ass from the other night, but the Hawks. I'm going with the Hawks, and I'm not doing them on a full game at Milwaukee. I'm doing them on the first half because shit had to hit the ceiling at their last practice. There's no doubt that team, that was one of the worst performances they've done all year.
Yes.
So I think they come out early and they run at Milwaukee, who's getting a little bit tired. Now, Greg Monroe, that guy's a beast. He's having a really good season underneath. But Al Horford, the guy went 2 points and 2 rebounds the other night against a team whose starting center was out. Jefferson was out. So pressure's on them. I think they come out early tonight. The first half at 5 dimes was minus 2.5. So I'm taking Thunder on the half minus 7.5, and I'm taking the Hawks on the first half minus 2.5.
All right, Atlanta wildly inconsistent. I could see anything happening with them, but for a team like that, I would feel better about betting on them after they've had a crappy performance as opposed to betting on them to have like 2 good performances in a row, although they've done that as well. So Atlanta, completely unpredictable team to me, but I'm certainly not going to try to talk you off it. All right, we got your 2 picks. What should I do? Should I give the...
No, I say give it. Come on now, you're on a roll here. Let's keep it going.
All right, I'll tell you what I will give. I'll give the under in Cleveland, Houston, 204.5. The Greek is hanging 204. I will give that one. I did bet it. The under 204.5. So there's one friggin' pick.
Fantastic.
Now, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. Should I give Denver +3? Should I give Portland, Brooklyn
Denver.
over?
You were feeling good about that Denver. You really were.
Why has the line moved to 3, though?
I know. There's some sharp money coming in somewhere, and that's what's happening. But I don't know. That's up to you. I'm not going to push you one way or other because I don't want to get credit if it loses, and I damn sure don't want to get blamed or the other way around. So.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stick with one. Cleveland, Houston, under 204.5 is my only pick for tonight. I think it's solid. Might lose. Houston 8-1 over the last 9 games, but they have a lot of those overs are very close. They have been playing better defense recently, and of course we know what Cleveland could do. Under 204.5 is my one pick here. Cleveland and Houston. And is that it for our show today, Mike
That's
Brenner?
It for our show. We'll come in and scratch this board up on Monday, and hopefully we'll be putting some W's up. So have a great weekend, Pete.